Hello all, Joe Hooker 11 here, and I'm bringing you a commentary video, well, a reaction video is more of what it is, on the new trailer for Star Wars Rebels mid-season 2. The trailer they just released it yesterday, and I've actually been kind of surprised by Disney's rather lackluster desire to let the fans know when the rest of the season was coming up. In fact, they were so quiet on when the second half of the season was coming up that I thought perhaps they were just going to go towards season three, which it was announced that there's going to be a season three. But anyways, some thoughts of mine on the show, on the trailer, was the trailer, it just felt too long and had too many story points and return of characters that were coming up. A lot of the gratification that we see from character returns is when they weren't expected, like Lando Calrissian. There was no indication that Lando Calrissian was coming back in the trailers for season one, and so when he comes up, it's like, hey, I know you. That's awesome. But we know that the Princess Leia is coming back, and Darth Maul's supposed to be coming back, and it's like, ah, that's okay, I guess. One thing I was excited about was Temple Guardians are coming back. I love the Temple Guardians. I wish that they'd actually seen some action in the Clone Wars when they were introduced in season 5, and in fact, a deleted sequences from the Anakin versus Barriss Offee duel in the temple actually involved some of them actually fighting Barriss only to get killed. But why are the Temple Guardians still around when there's no temple left to be guarding? I would have assumed that they would have died at the temple and it would have been an order that was completely destroyed. But that's not the case, so cool beans. And it looks like they're even going to actually get some action this season, which I'm totally psyched for, against the Inquisitors, which should be really awesome. One thing I felt about from the trailer was that there's too much of a focus on bringing characters in from the Clone Wars and from the movies into Rebels. Part of what made season one so good was the fact that the guest characters were only once in a while would they show up. But you have all these different characters that are in the series now. You've got Hondo, who made an appearance, Lando's made an appearance, the Emperor's made an appearance, Vader's running around. You have Ahsoka, who's become a major character in this one. Darth Maul's supposed to be coming back. You have many more people like Tarkin, who's made a comeback, and it's like, why are you wanting to throw so many of these other people into there? I understand that you want the continuity and whatnot between the different shows, but like I said, season one's greatest was great because of the fact that those guests only showed up every couple of episodes or whatnot. But whatever. I don't know how I feel about Darth Maul's returns. That's what the trailer makes out to be. It's been kind of confirmed that it is Darth Maul. In fact, that's going to be coming in, and I don't know if I like the fact that Darth Maul is returning. He had a great run in the Clone Wars. Perhaps is that I think that he's a much more interesting character in the Clone Wars than in the Phantom Menace. And I don't care what people say about him in Phantom Menace. He actually wasn't really. He wasn't the best in. Well, okay, he was pretty much the best in the movie, but I mean, come on, he didn't do anything besides fight and die. That's all he did. But I think he should be left out of Rebels. I am glad that they're going to be focusing on the Force a lot more, especially the dark side. Now, that's something that they kind of talk about a little bit about, the power of the dark side and control the dark side, but what exactly the nature of the dark side is. Why is it different than the light side? Things like that. I'm going to be very excited if they go through and explore more of what that means, because just saying that, oh, the dark side, people on the dark side like power. They like anger. It doesn't explain why we should care about the fact that it's dark. Hopefully they go more into that, which I'll be happy with. And with that in mind, Sith temples. It looks like there's going to be Sith temples, holocrons. I'm really excited about that, and I hope that we see the return of such characters as like Exar Kun as Force Ghost to Ezra Bridger, which it kind of looks like. Which I don't like this idea that people are like, oh, because he's got the 3-blade lightsaber, he's going to be Supreme Commander Snoke. That just is dumb, completely dumb. Supreme Commander Snoke is a lot older than that. And I do hope that Revan is not in it. Unlike most people, I think that he was an overrated character. I don't think he was nearly as strong as a lot of people think he is because, well, if anybody wants to know my thoughts on why I think Revan is a little bit overhyped as a character, well, I have posts all over the web on why I think he's not that great of a character. But last thing I'm going to mention is that the long-awaited Ahsoka Vader duel is going to come to pass, and I like how the spirit of Anakin is talking to Ahsoka, going, "It's kind of your fault that I turned the dark side. If you had stayed, I wouldn't have gone to the dark side," and it makes it's Anakin never accepted the fact that there was these betrayals and whatnot that happened to him, or these quote unquote betrayals, and I think that he would find Ahsoka and try to justify his falling away to her. I think that would be very interesting to see how that's going to play out. But anyways, that is Joe Hooker 11's reaction to the trailer. There's going to be some great stuff in the new season. It starts on the 19th. I look highly forward to seeing what they're going to go forward with and whatnot, even if I am a little bit less than thrilled about the return of so many characters from the shows into from the other shows and movies into the overall series. Well, you guys leave your comments and whatnot, and we shall talk to you next.